G'day guys, and welcome back to Leaf Block Revolution. Today we're going to our weekly progression update, and this week has been quite exciting. But the main exciting thing that's happened this week is that we finally got our legendary green flame card, which is really exciting, and we finally got one. This gives all the normal typical bonuses of a legendary card with blower enemy damage, coal leaves increase, which is unique to this I believe, as well as slap multiplier, leaf multiplier, and resource draw multiplier as well. As well as that, I'm extremely close to beating the Soul Crypt level 20. I need around a 3 to 5 times X my damage to be able to defeat it. This is going to be a major milestone, as this will unlock the next area, which will give me more leaves and more mechanics to work with and unlock. So very excited about that. So hopefully I'll be able to unlock in the next day or two. So I will be making a video about that as well. So make sure you do subscribe and keep up to date so you don't miss that out. So how have I been able to get this damage? Well, it's all come from the soul shop right here. As we can see here, there are 4 different upgrades for damage multiplier, each giving a value of times 10. Each one of these upgrades uses a different Soul Crypt resource. So the first one was soul stones, the next one was, I believe, these particles up here, soul particles, and then the damage multiplier, this one right here, was the soul entities, which is the star looking resources. Now with this damage multiplier here, which is 11 out of 30, it requires soul flasks 449, which is actually quite expensive. So I may AFK that as well overnight to try and get the required amount of soul flasks to get that next upgrade in the damage multiplier. I've also been working on the brew multiplier here so that I can get increased amount of essences per brew. And I'm getting roughly around, if we can see here, this isn't my brew set, this is my damage set, but I was getting around just over 300, around 330 essence per brew on the light and dark essences, which is really good and has definitely sped up the strange and iridescent essence farming. As well as we go into the soul shop, we still need to get the soul entity brew multiplier as well as the soul flask one as well, which goes up to 30 in levels, and also gives a 20% brew multiplier increase per level as well. In the alchemy, I am getting these all these resources here from the soul flasks through brewing. They are extremely expensive. I've been trying to get the more expensive one in terms of the ascension juice, but haven't really been farming the brew multiplier. It's not brew multiplier, sorry, the venture reward multiplier too much. So this takes me a little bit to get, but not too much. But it's good in the sense that it gives more per brewing and is cheaper with the iridescent essence, which is always a plus because that is the main bottleneck as well as the bulb ascension juice. So the one that I have been doing the most is this soul flask here that only requires keys and entities, but it takes 1000 iridescent essence, which does take quite a while to farm and brew. So what I'm going to do to be able to get that 3 to 5x damage, well, the first way is going to increase my damage using those soul flasks. The next one is going to be through getting more curses. So overnight, I'm probably going to AFK which curse multiplier, so that I can probably get that at least a 2x overnight. So that will be able to only farm a little bit more stuff to be able to get that required amount of damage for the Soul Crypt level 20. The next way I'm probably going to do it is go into ventures and to finish off my remaining leaf blowers and trouts in there to get that little bit extra damage. If not that, I'm going to continually farming card parts so that I continually get more max cards, and in return getting more damage as well for getting more cards as well. Another way that I'm probably going to do it to get that little extra damage, if that is not enough, is continue to farm these boss cards here. I just transcended these to get a little bit more common card cap, so that's why they're low at the moment, but I'm definitely going to be farming a little bit more of these, as getting these tower floor bosses here actually increase the damage of the tower floor bosses in the Soul Crypt as well for that little bit extra damage. So that is how I'm going to get the little bit extra damage for the Soul Crypt level 20. And I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. So what are my plans on doing for this next week? Well, the ones that we just went over, but the other ones I haven't mentioned yet is going to be continuing with Bolt Ventures. As I have still been a little bit busy this week, I've done a little bit, but not too much. I have going to be focused on mainly rings as well as these trouts and leaf blowers right here. So next week I want to get maxed rings out for 30-second ventures, and as well getting these death books as well maxed. So that is my goal for Bolt Ventures, and as well continually to farm the cards for Spectral Seeker as they give us Bolt Venture rewards, which is really good and is a massive buff in getting a lot of things with Bolt Ventures, especially that Bolt Ascension juice. Some other updates, just two minor ones, is going to be the leaf counter. I'm currently at 28 million, almost at 29 million as well. And I believe that is it for everything else for this week. If you have any suggestions or you think I missed something, then definitely leave a comment down below. Make sure you do also like and subscribe as well if you did enjoy the content. And as always, have a good one.